Today I'm doing little known facts of astrology signs. The first one is Aries. They represent the month of March and April. They start at the beginning. Aries was once known in esoteric terms. If you ever look in Greece or Rome, there's a whole temple dedicated to Aries the ram. Like the whole temple will have horns all around the whole temple. And there's like hundreds of statues of rams in Greece. And also you can look in a bunch of Eastern countries and you'll see that Aries was also associated with the early morning, the morning start of the sun from like 6 to 8. That is the time of Aries. And planetary hours is from 6 to 8. 8 to 10 is Taurus, 10 to 12, Gemini, and so forth. Aries represents the beginning, their action. They're a fire sign. They like to take action really quickly. They don't always think about it, though. That's the bad part about Aries, is they jump before they think, and that can get them in a lot of trouble with people. But they are very kind-hearted people, and they usually apologize if they've done something wrong. Taurus, in ancient mythology, was Zeus that transformed himself into the bull. He was the bull god. Like I always try to tell people is, Taurus is always mad is because Aries is considered God most of the time. And Leo is considered God, and Taurus wants his title back. That's what I always say. He transformed himself into a bull to seduce Europa. And he carried her on his back into Crete, where he revealed himself that he was Zeus. He paid respect to the bull by placing it forever in the night sky. Taurus people are very slow-moving in their actions. They're very dedicated to their family. They're very down-to-earth. They're ruled by Venus. They're earth and they're fixed. Gemini, known as Hermes, Mercury, thought. He was a messenger of the gods. He was also considered in esoteric terms. In some writings, you'll find that Mercury or Hermes or Gemini or however, in whatever constellation or whatever genre that you look for him at, he is a messenger of the gods. And at one time, if you read into esoteric or occult, that Gemini was actually the sun's brother, for instance, because Mercury sits so close to the sun and it's combust in astrology, but actually Mercury doesn't combust because he sits there all the time and he feeds off the sun's energy. They're least likely to get arrested because usually it's for nonviolent crimes, and usually Gemini knows how to talk themselves out of it. Gemini's was known. Hermes thought, the Emerald Tablets of Thought was Hermes Trismegistus, and he was known to have written the books of the gods. Cancer, it was popularized in the 60s as called a moon child. They're a water sign. They're cardinal like Aries. They're go-getters. They're starters. Cancers are very sensitive, very loving to their family. They're very practical. To me, cancers give less issues than other signs. To me, a Cancer acts more like its predecessors, Gemini and Taurus and Aries. It kind of like has like all those different characteristics rolled into them, into Cancer. That's the way it comes across to me. Leo, the sun god, who we always go out to and represent every day. We cannot live without the sun. The sun is very, very popular. Most Leos, even if they're not trying to be boastful, they just come out and it's part of their personality. They're very generous people. They're very loving people. They do not dominate the spotlight, and you have to find a partner that they can dominate. Well, not in a bad way. I mean, they like people to, they will share the spotlight, but they have to be very smart and intelligent. Leos love intelligent people. They like people that they just can't knock around, or Leos like people that will stand up to them. They're a fixed fire sign. They're very devoted people. They're very into their family, a lot like Cancer. They're very creative. The fifth house that Leo rules creativity and education, and part of your family is ruled in the fifth house. They're very individualized. To me, Leos are more individualized than some of the other fixed signs like Leo or Scorpio. Leo is more open-minded, and they're not as fixed in their ways. Virgo was ruled by Vulcan in ancient times. In Western, it's ruled by Mercury, and Mercury was considered the walking magician, and Virgo was considered the homely one, or the one in the home. Virgos are huge perfectionists. They're very successful, creative. They like to please. They're clever. They're very smart. You can find Virgo's constellation near the Big Dipper. If you look in the southeast and look near the bright star Spica, you will find Libra. You'll find Virgo, sorry. And Libra, which is partially ruled by Saturn, and it is an air sign. It's a cardinal sign also. To me, Libra, they don't want to have any kind of imbalance. They want all their things in line, in balance, everybody happy. They don't want fights. They're very adventurous. They're very lavish. They want the best of everything. They're very protective. They're similar to Cancer to me. Libras are. They're very people oriented. Now Libra is a air sign. It's cardinal, and it's ruled by Venus also. The two signs ruled by Venus are Libra and Taurus. The two ruled by Mercury are Gemini and Virgo. Aries or Mars rules Pluto and Scorpio. The next one coming up, Scorpio, partially ruled in ancient times, ruled by Mars. Now it's ruled by Pluto. Represents the faucets of Scorpio personality to sting itself to death in its own frustration, second only to the snake. Snake in ancient times means knowledge. They progress to the eagle and become a phoenix. They're very transformative and also very destructive. They're very sensitive people. Scorpios are. They want the best. They're very powerful, wise, very secretive of their intentions. The one way to get a Scorpio to leave you alone is start telling his secrets. He will leave you alone. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter's children are Sagittarius and Gemini in ancient astrology. Sagittarius is masculine. It's a freedom-loving sign. It takes the knowledge of Gemini in the brain, and it makes it more philosophical. To me, they come across where they see life through rose-colored glasses and give people a more open chance than like somebody that would be Gemini. Sagittarius are very gregarious, open-minded, very insensitive, and very cold if they don't get their way. I love Sagittariuses. My brother and my mother are Sagittariuses. They're very enthusiastic. They're very knowledgeable. They're very, very smart. Capricorn. They're the CEOs of the Zodiac. They're the leaders, ruled by Saturn. Saturn is like Father Time. He's going to rule with an iron fist. Saturn restricts, but also he gives. He gives really, really fully, and gives more than probably Jupiter does, because Jupiter, you have to have your karma right. With Saturn, as long as that you get through your task that you're supposed to get, Saturn will reward you. Saturn rules Capricorn. and which is the sea goat in Greek mythology. They hold firm to their beliefs, very spiritual, very kind, and very sensitive, even though they don't let people know that they are very sensitive. Aquarius, the higher side of Mercury. I can't say enough about Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed sign. They are very loyal. A lot of people doesn't think that Aquarius is loyal. Aquariuses are very loyal. They don't want to mess around with just the ordinary stuff. They want stuff to change. They want to be a major change in society. They want to bring forth that change. To me, even more than Scorpio. Aquarius will get out there. It's a fire sign. I mean, it's a fixed sign and it's an air. And it's the higher octave of Gemini. It wants to get out there and cause riots and cause things to change to make the world better. Pisces is a water sign. It's mutable. They are very lucky. They are one of Jupiter's kids. They're very spiritual, psychic, intellectual. Like any other mutable sign, like Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, they're all mutable. We're the people that come in after cardinals and fixed signs and mess stuff up. We come in there, fix it, get it straight, get it running, and start it all over again. And we start back with Aries again with a cardinal. Somebody's starting it over, and it keeps going back and forth. It goes from cardinal to fixed to mutable and then back again. It's just the way it goes. Pisces is very lucky in what they do. They're very spiritual. A lot, they say, Neptune takes away and clears out anything that's ego related. Like Pisces is like an ego killer, worse than Scorpio, because Pisces will show you the humanitarian side on what it's like to be on the other side, to be that meek person, to be that. They will humble you and they will love you for who you are. Pisces will. Thank you for listening to this. I'm sorry I rambled on, but tomorrow I'm going to try to upload another one. I'm going to try to upload as many as I can this week to get it started again, to get my channel back up again. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And also, I do readings. If you ever want your chart read, I do personal readings. I do one question readings. I also do a full chart for $30 and up, depending on the type of reading that you would like. If you would like a reading, please leave a message at the bottom of this video and I will get back to you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you. And thank all my subscribers for listening. Goodbye.